through.
I need to lean on you for this. You have to help me. It's my job to like try to come up with the wittiness. I can't see the wittiness. I have failed.
Brock in your dome. Playing Reinhardt, of course. Why wouldn't he play Reinhardt, dude? That is the name you pick when you play Reinhardt.
It's either that or you have to play Widowmaker. Those are your only two real options.
Oh yeah, Widowmaker would be fine as well. I could see the Widowmaker.
Here we go.
So on defense.
Now in Hollywood. Let's get this underway.
Yeah,
Thank you everybody for chat and sticking together. And here we are in the next round of this event. We are going to be seeing Rocket Esports that is going to be going up against Buffalo.
And so we get to see on defense once again. So it's pretty common, I think, that players are maybe not as familiar with Orisa. And Dice made a good point. So not running Orisa, running instead the Symmetra Torbjorn, a little bit more of the old school strat. And so
the build a comp is strong. I mean, like it used to be called build a tank because people would lean into a throwing down the shield generator, so everybody essentially becomes a tank, which is kind of nice. But you can see that some teams have been leaning into the teleporter, which isn't a bad call at all. It definitely supplements the fact that this comp usually only runs one support. So again, like we were talking about beforehand, Exalted, it's going to come down onto you. You have to stay alive. If they get caught out, that's going to be the immediate moment that if we see Exalted go down, the attackers are going to push with everything that they've got.
So the defenders are Rocket Esports playing against Team Buffalo on the attack. Team Buffalo playing a Hanzo. Are they? Yeah, so they stick on the Hanzo. It's not just for the Sonic Arrow. Whoa, what happened? How did Lucio die? He must have gotten. Oh, he got sniped by that long range pellet. They hurt, man.
Long range Torbjorn, man. Yeah, if it pops you, it hurts, and you can see that there's nice setup with all of these Symmetras.
Oh, ow, that's hurt so bad. 50%, 55, 60% on Symmetra. That's insane.
That's a big part of playing Symmetra, is getting these tricky turrets down, and specifically in placements, so we can build the ultimate really, really fast. We haven't even seen an engagement yet, and we already see Sarah's already sitting at almost 70%.
That is so massive. If he can get that early shield gen or teleporter up. It depends. It depends on what they want to go with. Depends on kind of the scenario. We'll have to see though. The attackers, Team Buffalo, they need to make a move. They need to push. They can't let this Torbjorn get his ultimate. Roadhog from the behind gets a hook. Oh, doesn't quite find anybody.
We do have people that are standing. Look at this slowly and steady. Lagos is trying to get some defense on here. Shiz is trying to come out, and already we've got the Twin Dragons flying across. This is going to buy a little bit more space and a little bit more claim potential. First chevron has been achieved.
5 HP on that Roadhog remaining. He finally went down though, but that was so close. Ahab, the hero Hanzo, goes in a little bit deep. He's still alive! No way! He's still alive, getting healed up. Can he find anybody? Doesn't look like it quite, but he stayed alive. That's insane. Nano, whole hog, not getting too much, gets the soldier, that's okay. Let's see if we can get a hook as well. Double kill maybe? Oh no, doesn't quite finish the kill off. Misses a little bit.
Nanoboost coming onto the Reinhardt, charging directly into the other Reinhardt, just kind of throwing the shoulders at each other. This is going to be a full kill now. We see soldiers trying to get in on the point, instantly just gets annihilated. See the supports showing up inside the kill feed now. Ticks are slowly coming over, and that is going to be claimed now by the team of Buffalo, and we move into the streets phase.
Well, we get to see the second part of Hollywood for the first time today. That's pretty exciting. We'll have to see when. We'll have to see what Team Buffalo decides to do with it. They swamp off to a Winston. That's very important to get this high ground. Ahab still on Hanzo. He might just be a very strong Hanzo player, and that's why they're sticking him on that for now. I'm surprised.
Rocket Esports seems to be sending the Torbjorn back to make a switch off. This is going to be a very late defense that's coming out inside of the streets phase. See, we're already about a third of the way through the map, and everybody on the side of Struck's team hasn't quite gotten in position yet. She's just doing a good job of just controlling the high ground.
Shazza up on the high ground, blocking everyone. A jump in though on the Zenyatta. Zenyatta's in big amount of trouble. It's taken out. Great leap in by the Winston player. Another leap as well. Not going to quite hit anything this time, but the attackers have a lot of momentum. There's no Zenyatta for the defenders right now. Tons of, well, actually just everyone dies on defending team. There you go. That's the strat, it looks like. Well, the Zenyatta being taken out so early on. Very crucial play by Shizza.
We're seeing the fact that attackers are doing really well throughout the streets phase. This cart has just been trucking all the way through. Attackers are going through, trying to find everybody that's caught in this later spawn. Trying to push out. Reinhardt is trying to find some way to push out inside of this. This is just a fight right next to this backward spawn, and it is just going so much in the favor right now of everybody on Buffalo's team.
Buffalo's team is doing so well at keeping this momentum up. I can't believe the coordination. It's really phenomenal. They aren't missing a beat. They are not missing a beat here. Just every single chance they get. Shazza again pushing up with Ahab, his friendly Genji partner. Both those players doing a phenomenal job of keeping up this pressure. Blade actually switches to a Reaper.
This is the rally defense that we need. We have to see something come out from Struck and everybody from Rocket Esports. They need to come in right now and start holding this up. Blade does come out.
Blade, well, Nano Boost takes the Blade a little bit afterwards, but wow, Purple, Purple Reinhardt, he had the Nano Boost, keeps him alive for a little bit, but that is a team kill. And there we go. That 3 minutes 38 seconds left on the clock. A blazing offense by Team Buffalo. That was some serious stuff. Whether we get him in today or another day, I wanna hear how Buffalo got his team to be that good at keeping momentum. That's a hard thing to do for high level teams, let alone low level teams. But he certainly was able to bring that out of his team for sure.
And I know that we're seeing a little bit of an issue with the UI, the direct time, everybody. Everybody on Buffalo is on the red team, and everybody from the side of Struck/Rocket Esports is on blue.
Yes.
So as we're going to be going through that, I'm just going to start referring to them by their team colors so that help you guys out. So if you hear us start calling people by red and blue, just remember Buffalo is red, and the blue team is going to be Struck/Rocket Esports.
Yes, so once again, Team Buffalo in the red, Rocket Esports in the blue. Rocket Esports has, well, a lot of ground to cover. 3 minutes, 38 seconds staring down at them from the time bank. That's a phenomenal time on Hollywood. Can they match it? They're going to need to show a perfect map to match that. Although if they can get into the 1 minute 30 second range, this still becomes something that's doable for them in round 2.
And we're seeing Pharmacy across the board being looked at the direct time. Defenders are going to be running Pharmacy, and attackers are going to be running Pharmacy.
Defending Pharmacy is not regular on Hollywood.
And we are seeing Dive. Winston shows that's going to be coming out this gate, and they're going to be looking for specific targets. So Olwen's going to need to try to stay alive, as well as Jeffro. There's going to be 2 major targets for this Dive to be looking for, because you want to get those supports down as fast as you can. Also, Ahab is going to be flying around trying to get some damage in. So that being said, really, you can see on the side of the attackers right now, the blue team, they really only have Pharah and Tracer to do a lot of damage into Ahab's Pharah at the direct time. So going to have a little bit of control inside the air, whereas Ricky is going to be on Soldier, so be able to harass this Pharmacy to some degree. This
is certainly a bit of an irregular dive composition. I would actually just call this more of a mobile/aggressive composition, because, actually Shazad gets booped off. That might be a little bit relevant. Hook comes out, misses on the Tracer. There's no hook right now for this Roadhog player, but oh no. Pharah goes down so early on. The Mercy goes down rather so early on this attacking side. Without a Mercy, I don't know. Winston trades out the Zenyatta, but defenders, yeah, with no Mercy, it's so difficult. You don't quite have enough healing. But like I said, this is a bit of an irregular dive composition. Normally you'd see the Zenyatta over the Mercy. Normally you would see, well, maybe instead of a Zarya, you would see maybe a D.Va, but again, we're building around the strengths of these players. That's what the coaches have to do right now.
Exactly, and I want to say that Ricky is a big part of this. He hasn't been getting necessarily showing up in the kill feed, but just having that Soldier sustained hit scan that's going to be flying into this Pharmacy allows Ahab to have a little bit more control and allow to kind of unlock his potential fly-in. We've been seeing Ahab playing very, very aggressive right now. Specifically, there's a front line of this defense flying right up in everybody's faces.
There's no one to kill him. Rocket Barrage. Oh, Sleep comes out. He's in big trouble. Let's see if he dies. No, not quite enough coordination on the Sleep there to take Ahab out. Blade goes down as well. No Tracer anymore on the attacking side. I think they're going to have to retreat. Wild Heat. In the front is Zarya. They wind up shielding Coach and Pharah, but I think this is about it. They're retreating now. Oh no, this Zarya has to get back. A very aggressive whole hog from Shazad just to clean everyone up.
Right now, everybody on Buffalo is just really, really synergized, trying to work together, specifically to unlock Ahab. Ahab has been the story of this defense right now. Shazad's been doing a great job of just coming in and supporting, doing some side damage in here. Same thing with Ricky. You can see the whole comp is just built about making sure that Ahab has air superiority, allow him to unlock. I think that we need to see some type of hit scan as we've now seen Blade has made the switch over. So this is we're gonna see a little bit different of an attack now coming out from everybody on Struck's side. Minute and 45 seconds to work with, though. A lot of time has been eaten off the spot.
A lot of time, especially with the amount of time that they need to beat right now. Like I said before, 3 minutes, 38 seconds, phenomenal time on Hollywood. A couple direct rockets saved by the shield. Very nicely timed by Wild. Here we go, attackers. This might be the push they need. Oh no, no soldier anymore. Means that this Pharah Ahab can go absolutely bonkers, do whatever he wants. Rocket Barrage comes out. I think the Resurrect came out on the soldier. Yes, it did. Let's see, just a couple more shots onto this Pharah. No! Denied.
Jeffro blows the Transcendence, making sure everybody is absolutely topped off. Brock is trying to get a kill onto Ricky, but just can't quite pull it off, and that's going to be a full-on wipe now for the attackers, so they're going to retreat back into spawn. See, Coach Ben is running this Reaper right now, starting to build up ultimate. It's going to come down to the fact that can he get ultimate in the remaining 50 seconds? Because I think that's the tool that they feel that they need. Come in, just throw down the Death Blossom, try to take down as many people as they can. But that being said, Ahab has the ability to reposition. We have Roadhog that's going to have the ability to just hook him directly out. This is going to be really rough for this Reaper to have effective use, specifically to build that last 30%.
I'm going to be very interested in seeing what they do with this Reaper and focus on him. Oh no, a hook onto the soldier. That's all but denying this entire push. But his Zarya ultimate is actually going to be used despite losing the soldier so early on. It's not going to pay off for them as Coach Ben pushes forward all by himself. Actually winds up taking out the Reinhardt. Goes down as well as the Mercy is going to resurrect a couple people, but it's not going to be enough. 11 seconds, 10 seconds, that's not enough for another push. That's not enough, Matrym. 5.
That extremely stalwart defense comes out, and Buffalo looks like they are going to take this game, and they're going to take Hollywood round. That was extremely decisive. Yes. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That was just a great amount of synergy coming out on the side of Team Buffalo. They were always pushing the cart. They were making sure that they had great target prioritization. Just all in all, a very, very good showing coming out from their side.
That was phenomenal. Like I said, that offense was one of the more impressive offenses I've seen in a long time. Just so crisp every single time. Now, perhaps, and we were seeing a little bit that perhaps Rocket Esports, the blue team, wasn't quite prepared for that level of aggression, and maybe that's why we saw them fold a little bit under that pressure on the attack. But still,
well, it also seemed like they were having a little bit of comp synergies that were going on. They were leaning way into they were pushing in with the Pharah and the pharmacy specifically, but they didn't have a way to deal with the other team's pharmacy except for just a Pharah off, for lack